أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. We are greeting you in the name of God, the more gracious, the more merciful, the more powerful, the Lord of love, the King of kings. So this morning I want to admonish you about life. Almighty God stated in his books, because of time I just want to start right away. He said to us in his books, Allah waliyu lazina amanu a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Allah waliyu lazina amanu yukhrijuhum minaz-zulumati ilan-nur. God is the protector and helper for the believers. He is the protector and helper for the believer, by taking them from darkness into light. By the grace of God, we also are in darkness. By His grace, He brings this religious to us for us to not worship things that will never benefit us. For you to not waste your time on worshiping things that will not help you. Brothers and sisters, to worship idol, it doesn't only referring to idol only or structures. To be your money can be idol, your wealth can be idol. When you take anything above God, it becomes idol. So God brings all this for us to be controlled by our own desire, so that we should not be deceived by those things. So we should know those things were created for purpose, for our sake, so that we should know how to use those things, so those things may not misuse us. We should not be misled by those things, and those things should not mislead us. So this is why God sent His book down to explain to us deeply about how we should live in His word and how we should use all those things, because it was sent for purpose, and we should use those things rightful way. Now God is saying to you and I, He is the helper for the believers, a protector and friend for the believers, by taking them from darkness and putting them to light, which is the light of belief, the light of worshiping, the light of practicing every good thing in this world pertaining our life. These are the lights. وَالَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا أَوْلِيَاؤُهُمُ الطَّاغُوتُ. Those who disbelieve in God, they worship falsehood, falsehood. They follow the law of man instead of the law of God. This is why today we are debating about the laws of man, because people discussing about abortion, about killing somebody, about killing innocent child, discussing about killing people, or abortion. Now you say it again, people talking about gay or lesbianism and all this kinds of evil. Those people who do this evil work, I want to tell you something, brothers and sisters. Those who involved into gay activities, I want to ask a question. Don't be annoyed with my question. How do you manage to come in this world? It's about two men, or how it's happening? You have no mother, or you have no father, or it's about two women that get married and conceive you and give birth to you. So can you explain this to me? And it's two men married, conceive you and give birth to you, how do you come in this world if gay is to be something that we should follow? How can human being procreate? How can human being procreate? So these are the things that we should discuss about. Can a man procreate? No. Can a woman procreate? No, because they are two different gender, not the same. So men as well. So you have no sense to get this idea. You have no mother, you have no father. How you come in this world? So God said they are in darkness. They are in darkness because you're confused. Because when you worship the devil, you'll be doing something very stupid. You don't even know that you are doing stupid things because why? Yeah, because the influence of the devil. So these are the things that people doing. They didn't understand. They didn't realize there is bad, there is good as well. So because their heart is dead already, as God said in the Quran, "Kalla balarana ala qulubihim ma kanu yaksibun." When the heart is involved into too much of evil, into too much of wickedness, the heart become dead. That is why these people seeing bad thing, the evil thing, filthiness, and call it good thing. And in fact, by calling it democracies, that men and men marrying, women and women marrying, by doing surgeries, changing their structures, and all of things they're doing is wrong. But women exposure into the street, women naked, all around walking naked along the street, no clothes on them. You see all those things that the people doing and calling good, and they are being affected. Most of them have been affected by those things, which of course they are doing. That nakedness of women today in Africa, because most of girl children have taken bastard child, giving birth to a child which of no father, and there's no means to make a life. So today, all of them selling the street because no support, because uh, when you there's a certain dress, there's certain clothes you put on you, it called damage. There's a certain dress code, you call harm to your own self. It's called great harm to yourself. That is why, because of these dress code into Africa, into this world, they affect our life, our system, our cultures, and everything. They affect because why? Because human have no value. Because your dress code is your behavior. Your dress code is your attitude. The kinds of hat you get, this kinds of way you dress, and you, yes, exactly. The kinds of hat you have or you get, it is the kinds of way that you expose into your behavior, and you expose into your talking, to your walking, to your dress code, and everything that you do. The hat that you have in your breath, you're going to expose it out into all your activities, especially your dress code. So those who dress like that, by exposing the body out to another man to see their nakedness, they have no value. No value because why? These they respect themselves, they dishonor themselves. They have no value at all. They try to say that they are not important in the society. Yeah, because a good person, a sound person, didn't see your body and walk along the street naked or post. You have only paintings or brief like that, like everybody seeing you in this whole world. That doesn't show that you are respectful person. That doesn't show that you're respectful. As a respectful persons, your body is only entitled to your husband. That's why your wealth is only belong. Your wealth, your money is only belong to you. This is why your bank account only your name is wealthy. Your code, everything is belong to you. You don't share it to another person because why? Because it's your money. It is important to you. This is why you keep it in good saving place. So if you do all those things that keeping your money to save place that nobody should know about it, that you have social money and they have social amount somewhere, because it doesn't want for nobody to take anything from it. So this is why you keep those money very preserving. So how is it that yourself didn't preserve your own body? If your money is secure, you said you know you did not secure your beauty, your body. So you're trying to show that you have you're not important in society. No, doesn't care for yourself. You have no responsibility. So most of you doing those things is a sickness that you have no respect for yourself. So to be respectful is to know how to talk to people, know how to approach people in your community, in your environment, in everywhere you are. You have to behave in good manner. You have to talk to people, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you dress. Everything should the kind of heart you have, because the heart, your moral, the attitude expose what is in your heart. Because what is in that heart is why you expose bad those things. So we'll say to you that those who in darkness, they didn't know the distinction between right and wrong. They only do the wrong thing. In fact, when they see guidance, they flee from guidance. When they see truth, they flee from truth, because what? They are afraid of those things, because their heart have been destroyed by evil, by the influence of the devil. So God said they are in the stage of they're in a stage of darkness. So the darkness is evil itself. They only do what is evil from the devil. Why is from God? They are blind to it, and they are not going to receive it, because why? Because they make up their mind already. So just imagine when the devil can know there is God existing, so he decide not to do anything good when they're evil. So some people only suggest evil just to live evil life, just to be bad in the society. They know some of them know what they are doing. It's wrong. But because they have choose the wrong path, that is why they want to stick on that and live their life until they die in blindness. So God say these people are in the state of delusions, they are in darkness, so they may not comprehend. I don't care how many words that I say, how many proof that I give to them, how many uh, uh, how many words that I'm saying to convince them, they will never agree to me, because what? They make up their mind. They know what is bad. If you make up their mind, if you know this is wrong, you make up their mind that I'm not going to do this because I don't love it, because that is very bad. If you want to accept the truth, you're doing something wrong. You know that this is wrong, but you want to change your mind, your attitude, then you will listen and understand what others are saying. But if you just make up your mind that I'm not going to listen, I want to do this one because this one I'm choose for myself. I don't care what you said. I don't care about you. This is very bad. These are the people who will never listen to you. They will always do the wrong thing, and they die, and they will die in the wrongdoing. So God say, they are in darkness, and ulaika ashabun narhum fiha khalidun. That those who inherit hell forever and ever. And God said again in another verse, God said, لِلَّذِينَ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْآخِرَةِ مَثَلُ السَّوْءِ. Those who don't believe in God, the example of them is evil. Exactly. If you don't believe in God, brothers, it's two things in this world, good and bad. The good represent the God, bad representing the devil himself. So if you don't believe in God, you shall verily will know that you believe in the devil, because these are the two things that is in His word, good and bad. So if we don't agree with God, it is compulsory and it is forced that you should accept the devil. So that is why these people will and who deny the existence of God see their life how they look in their tormention from the devil, because nothing those people doing good in their life, because they have money, there's no benefit because they see money is tormenting them. Look at their lifestyle, look the way they're living, look the way they're behaving, like every day in clubbing, every day in clubbing, every day is just different kinds of men and the women, no marriage, nothing like that. Just like aside from the city, just like animals, no marriage, nothing. And any woman you want to have, and a man want to love to, just living like this kinds of life, knows confused. So your life is just like that. Suffering about those things, but because of this is why you make up, you choose for yourself, so you don't care whether you may suffer from this or not, you don't care. Making all kinds of tattoo, making all kinds of surgeries on their faces that transforms their face to a lion or monkey or tiger or cat. Then they lead these kinds of dimensions of these kinds of suffering. They are suffering, brothers and sisters, because they choose wrong path. This is why they will continue to live this kinds of life and die in these kinds of frustrations, because that is complete frustration, because heartbreaking, because you have no one partner and you remain no one partner, just like that, Do you think some of you will do those things until you get into your old age? You are not serious in life. It is why most of them this die in poverty, they die in suffering, because when you get old, you don't know the affection of those things you're doing until when you get into your old age, you begin to notice all the is evil. That is why all the time some of them crying on Facebook, on YouTube, and all places for husband. They're crying for men for when they get married. And all those youth who doing all these things, they forgot to know there is time for everything. God created you, and God created you with a fixed time. You have a time to live in this world. And when the time is reached, you have a time to live. When the time leaves, brother and sister, you're going to die and leave this world. And besides dying, when you get older, there's a thing that you need to do in your youth age. You're going to stop that. That is compulsory. You're going to stop that because there's no strength to do all those things. And how many years they are going to spend putting tattoos and other things, making surgeries and fornicating, drinking alcohol in nightclub, bouncing up and down, jumping. How many years are you going to spend doing that? Very short time. When you reach 50 years, 60 years, no, you're getting older. And who old people 80, 70 years will be into a nightclub jumping like a small child? Who? Brother, you're going to leave all those things by force. If you don't live it because of God, you will live it because of your old age. So God is telling you, and those who live in the life of evil, they live in darkness. And those who reject God, their life is evil. Their life is demonic. Their life is evil. There is nothing good that the people have doing towards their success. They always do things to bring them down. That is why they are suffering in the hands of the devil, because of that, they are confused. They didn't know what to choose or what to do. So this is why they create a world is called democracies to justify the wrongdoing. That men married, women married, and all kinds of evil things that they call as democracies and human rights. This is why they confuse the evil they're doing. There's no other way to escape from this thing. So they have to justify that, and they are suffering about those things. America's no moral in America, no moral in the Western country, no good moral. People suffering, my brothers and sisters. They are suffering. Their own Lord tormenting them, Every day they crying, going violent, the other things, and all of that, because the Lord of which they are made for themselves, they are suffering because of their own love. So God said to you and I, the example of God, it's greatness. is great because you as the lowest of all lowest. He is great because when he says something is good for your own sake, all the things that God says we should do is our it for our own advantage. When we do this thing, we want to benefit from those things, and we want to see the importance of those things. Don't lie, don't kill, don't steal, don't commit fornication, marry. Good partners is for to marry is which means you and your husband is to be forever and ever. No cheating. Anytime you're ready for your husband, he's there for you. And anytime you're ready for your wife, she is there. She is there for you. So instead of you going up and down, confused, there's no other way than you take doors as to have animals look at you, animal having you, animal, door, horse having a woman, which comes to desperate life like this, my people. Nasty life, very nasty, filthy. So if you don't know God, these are the things you'll be doing. So this is why God be all the good things suggestion. Don't kill, don't rob, don't do. Be honest to one another. To be honest is good, is our own advantage. So God say the example of God is greatness. Again, brothers and sisters, let us read scriptures from the Word of God. And God say to you, أَفَرَأَيْتَ إِن مَتَعْنَاهُمْ سِنِينَ. God say, those of you who trying to be greedy of this world, suffering yourself, tormenting yourself, how to be rich, how to earn more money. God said, most of you will suffer yourself because of this world. God said, even I give you all this world, I give you 1,000 years over it. I give you all this world and all the beauty of this world, and I give you 1,000 years over it. God said, Ma awuna anu ma kanu yumatta'un. God said, first, I jump over something. Afara ayata in mata'nahum sinin. Even I give you 1,000 years. I give you 1,000 years. 1,000 years. God says, Summa ja'ahum ma kanu yu'adun. Then the time that he has appointed for you, which of course death, God says, he give you 1,000 years. Because people live 1,000 years, they die, is like they are not spending a single day in this world. So God said, even he give you 1,000 years to live in this world and to enjoy yourself, because most of you scared of old age, scary. When you're getting older every day, dyeing your hairs. I know you can dye your hair to make your hair black, but you cannot dye your face. When your face getting ramples, there's nothing to do that. Some of you confused, making surgeries, want to be young, but you forgot to know you have flesh, you get bone. Why can you change your bone also? Yeah, you can do that. Don't be confused, brothers and sisters. Don't be confused. You owe. There's nothing can stop that. Those confused people who call themselves scientists, they say they want to stop all those things. Very confused. Confused. God is, think that is nature. You can't change nature, brothers and sisters. You cannot challenge nature. You can't. There is nature. You can stop that. Old age is nature. You can stop that. Hunger to eat food. You can stop that. You can never stop that. These are the things God imposed on us to show you that you have no power of your own creation. If it has power, all those things should not happen to you. All the things could not happen to you if you have special power. That is why we are weak. We have limitations. God only give you little knowledge, and those knowledge God has given to you. Most of you have been deceived by those knowledge. Little God said, "Otiitum." God said, "I only give you small, very little, nothings." But most of you have been overcome by this knowledge. This knowledge God gave to you. So God said, "Ma'aguna anuhum ma kanu yumatta'un." God said, then after that, what you are being deceived today, because most of you have been deceived by the wealth, by monies, by cars, by all the things, by those bearing, by computers and clothes and shoes and all the things. Because even all the enjoyment, all the clubbing, all the liquors, everything is in this world, everything. Oh, all the plenty boyfriends, girlfriends, oh, all the devil worshiping, everything. God say it will never ever avail you, never ever. It will be like you have not spent a single day in His Word. It will be like you have not spent a minute in His Word. Can you imagine, brother and sister? You can eat for 2, 3, 20, 15, 30 years eating. Just spend a single day, don't eat food. It will be like since God has created you, you have not eaten nothing in your life. Take that example. Take that today. So God said when He grab you, you will be like you have not spent a single day. You forgot about all those enjoyment. You forgot about everything. So most of you have been deceiving by the devils by saying there's no God or let us enjoy our life. You die, you die. I'm very wicked. Then God saying, فلولا أعوذ بالله من الشيطان فلولا أن يكون الناس أمة واحدة لجعلنا لمن يكفر برحمن بيوتهم سقفا من فضة ومعارج عليها يظهرون. God say to save all mankind should not be one community. All mankind. God say he could have gave those who disbelieve in God and only through this word. Your bathrooms with silver and gold. Your step, your elevators with silver and gold. You could have made all those things with silver and gold. See what God tell you? God say, وَلْبُيُوتِهِمْ أَبْوَابًا. Your door, silver and gold. وَسُرًّا عَلِيهَا يَتَّكِئُونَ. Your bed was silver and gold. Your bed was silver and gold. So all the things you have today, all the knowledge, who think God you know? It's God know. It's God will give to you because God know that you created of this world. Your life, you only take this word important. So this is why God give all those things. You just die, you see what happened to you. There's a man very wicked, man. That man saw Moses walking to Moses was on his way to speak to God, and this man stopped Moses. The man said to Moses, Moses, I want you to ask God for me. The man said, Moses, I'm very rich. I want to tell God that let Him reduce some of my wealth. So when Moses go there and having discussion with God, then he forgot to give the message, and God reminded him Moses, and Moses explained the whole story to God. God said, tell that man that I will not reduce nothing. I will only increase his money. But think that is the endurance for him. That is his life. The only thing between him and suffering is death. Tell him, I will not reduce any money. I will only increase it more for him. So for you to get a bundle of money, it doesn't mean God loves you. It doesn't mean you are the luckiest person. No. If you don't know God, you are the bad man, bad luckiest person. Your death is better than your living. I don't care how much money you have, how $1 billion, how trillion you have, it's zero when you die. You know how many people have millions and trillions of dollars, they die today to all this money they were evading? You know how many? So God is telling you that God tell you وزخرفا وإن كل ذلك لما متاع الحياة الدنيا والآخرة عند ربك للمتقين. God say that all this He gives to you, everything that He gives to you is just the enjoyment of this world. But God said the year after is more lasting and is more lasting. So why do you choose this world, brothers and sisters? Why? 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 Why when you choose this world? Why your whole focus on this world? Some of you just love this world. Forgot to know that you were born. The womb of a woman represented the grave. You are dead before. You're going to die the same way. You forgot to know. You were created. Because you look at the spring water. Because are you the creator of it? Are we? Look at the spring water. What? There is not coincidence, brothers and sisters. Look at the common world. We see this world of liquid, weak. These are the things God made you and I from. They don't know what mean. Liquid, spring water. Make you put eyes, nose, mouth, teeth, ears, everything from this world. Still, you are not be convinced because are you the creator of it or who? Brothers and sisters, look at how you might be looking. You eat, you defecate. Look at the intestine, your lunch, everything. Look how this thing from the water. Still, you are not being convinced. And for me, I want to stop here. I have been convinced 100% that the existence of God, that God exists. I've been existing as I told you my story. I believe there's God. 100% I believe there's God. And I won't die. I believe that I want to die. And I'll be responsible for whatever thing that I have to do in this world. So believe that, brother and sister, if you do anything in this world, you'll be responsible for what you have done in this world. So I believe there's God. My my uh my encountering of the devils and all the thing that happened to me, everything that convinced me that there's God. So there's nothing much else to say it again. There's nothing much to say again. And for me, I believe in God, so I do not hate none of you. I just want good for you and good for myself. There's you killing yourself for this world. There's peace. No peace in this world, no peace. And there will be no peace in this world. I don't care how you live your life. There is no peace, total peace. There is no total peace in this world. Some days you're happy, some days you're annoying, some days just like that, brothers and sisters. You want total peace? Follow God. God will give you total peace, internal happiness. So I want to stop being brother and sister. Let us worship God and know God. That is the only thing that's good for us. If you refuse, you are in dangers. Your life is not secure. You're in dangers. You're in dangers, great dangers, because God is not something to play with. All of you crying for climate change, God is the only one that can solve that. France, America, all of you get confused like that. Yeah, nothing would, if you can stop that, you can stop climate change. If you can stop death, then you can stop climate change. If you can stop death, old age, eating food to eat. You know, why do I mention eating food? Because these are the major things today that we're suffering from today. After the whole world, I want to be a day because of this tummy. This tummy. So if you want to challenge God, let us stop this thing for before we discover climate change. You don't discover, you don't stop there, you don't stop those things. They want to look at how big of the heavy. You want to control this place? You want to control the sky. You don't control just common things that on yourself. You just eat free money, talk plenty. So you scientists do not be deceive of your own self. You people, Americas, France, Russia, Germany, and all these countries who cry for climate change, come to God with repentance, accept God, change your attitude. Don't call evil him or right. Don't call bad thing good. Allah billah. You see peace, tranquility, abundance of rain, when good crops and everything we produce in successfulness. So thank you very much. May God protect you. May God may us to be good. May God protect us for all kinds of dangers. Thank you very much. Shalom alaikum.